Good evening. This is Facebook Love number 187, I think. It's been several days since I came on, and I've been grappling a little with feeling whatever it is that we call Christmassy. So over the course of a few days, I have been thinking a lot about what the holidays this time of year are really about, which is bringing light into a dark world. What did that feel like long ago when there was no electricity? What did it feel like when the government had been terrible and oppressive and killing people for hundreds of years? What are Christmas and Hanukkah and solstice remembrances about? And I realized that this difficult year with the pandemic is actually a wonderful time to celebrate Advent, which is the waiting for the about to be there, the akimbo, the door lintel, the whatever image makes sense to you, the something about to happen. So I set my questioning mind on that, and I found a poem by E.E.Cummings and another one by Mary Oliver that put a finger right there for me. E.E. Cummings doesn't generally give titles to the poems. It's just number 38 out of a collection called 50 Poems from 1940. Love is the every only God who spoke this earth so glad and big, even a thing as small and sad man may his mighty briefness dig. For love beginning means return, sees who could sing so deep and strong, one querying wave will whitely yearn from each last shore, and home come young, so truly, perfectly the skies by merciful love whispered were, completes its brightness with your eyes, any illimitable star. There's nothing to say but what was said. This one, this poem by Mary Oliver, is her Advent poem. I believe it's called Making the House Ready. Dear Lord, I have swept and I have washed, but still nothing is as shining as it should be for you. Under the sink, for example, is an uproar of mice. It is the season of their many children. What shall I do? And under the eaves and through the walls, the squirrels have gnawed their ragged entrances. But it is the season when they need shelter. So what shall I do? And the raccoon limps into the kitchen and opens the cupboard where the dog snores. The cat hugs the pillow. What shall I do? Beautiful is the snow falling in the yard, and the fox, who is staring boldly up the path to the door. And still I believe you will come, Lord. You will, when I speak to the fox, the sparrow, the lost dog, the shivering sea goose, know that really I am speaking to you whenever I say, as I do all morning and afternoon, come in, come in. Making the House Ready by Mary Oliver. I'm very, I don't know if sentimental is the right word, but this time of year was so heady when I was growing up, between church and youth group and Girl Scouts and all the activities at school and being a singer. We spent a long time getting ready for the last few weeks of December, and then even into January if you go all the way to Epiphany, which our family and my church do. And as I get older, I find that none of that is part of my life the way it was. The world isn't the same, and I'm not in that kind of life with such regular rhythms. But I think a lot about what it means when they say Emmanuel, God with us. And it seems to me that humans continue to evolve their understanding of their place in creation. And as we evolve that understanding, I begin to think more about how God lives in every created thing, and that we can't be away from creation except if we pull ourselves away, that we are in it, of it, and if we're flowing, then we are moving inside it, making harmony. I could say a lot more about that, but that's what I have today. This is Facebook Love, and I'll see you again.